Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well and in good health. Okay, right now we're going to take a look at something called Stoicism. But before we do that, please do like, share, subscribe, especially if you're new here. Please consider supporting the channel. Support some Patreon, link in the description. And you can also become a member by joining the channel. Okay, people, let's check out Stoicism. Right, okay, so definition of Stoicism. You've probably heard people like Andrew Tate, other kind of masculine people like Bedros Koulian, and other kinds of individuals out there that talk about Stoicism, right? But what is Stoicism? So, a quick definition of Stoicism is that Stoic philosophy is philosophy of personal ethics and a methodology for seeking practical wisdom in life. A key principle of the ancient Stoics was the belief that we don't react to events, we react to our judgments about them, and the judgments are up to us, right? And they also advise that we should not worry about things beyond our control, as everything in life can be divided into categories, right? Two principally. Things that are up to us and things that are not, right? Stoicism is not so much an ethic as it is a paradoxical recipe for happiness, right? Okay, Paul, an historian, right? So the foundation. Stoicism was founded by Zeno of Cilium in Athens around 300 BC. An awful long time ago, that, right? Now, the name is derived from the Stoa Porci or something, painted porch, where Zeno taught from, right? So you probably heard of all the Greeks, ancient Greek philosophers, how they would be around, and basically the log talkers, the big beards, talking about philosophy all day long. People like Aristotle and Socrates and all these great thinkers, right? And then you got Stoicism was one of the major schools of philosophy from the Hellenistic period through to the Roman era. Now, the history of Stoicism is usually divided into three phases: early Stoa, 3rd century BC; middle Stoa, 1st and 2nd century BC; and late Stoa, 1st and 2nd century AD. Right, virtues. The four cardinal virtues of Stoicism are wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Now, those are four pinnacle points which are quite important in terms of the Stoic way of thinking. Wisdom is subdivided into good sense, good calculation, quick wittedness, discretion, and resourcefulness, right? Courage, which is something people are definitely lacking in today's world, right? Courage is subdivided into endurance, confidence, high mindedness, cheerfulness, and industriousness. Then we've got temperance, which is subdivided into good discipline, similarness and modesty and self-control. They've got justice, which is subdivided into piety, honesty, equity, and fair dealing. And we look at some of the more prominent Stoics. So you've got philosophers in the early Stoa like Zeno, Cleanthes, you've got Crispus, you've got Diogenes, you've got Antipater, right? Then you've got the ones from the middle Stoa, people like Cato the Younger, and so on. And then ones from the later period, Seneca the Younger, Epictetus, and also Marcus Aurelius, the Roman Emperor. So let's take a look at some of the modern day applications. Right, we can take a look here on these slides in regards to some of the modern day elements. The modern day application, Stoic techniques, which William B. Irvine describes particularly well in his popular guide, The Good Life, The Ancient Art of Stoic Joy, right? So we can take a look at some of these. So negative visualization. The Stoics recommended that we spend time imagining that we have lost things we value, that our wife has left us, our car was stolen, or we lost our job. Doing this, the Stoics thought, will make us value our wife, our car, and our job, more than we otherwise would, right? So that's the visualization element. Then we've got the dichotomy of control, right? Distinguishing between the things over which we have complete control and the things over which we have basically no control at all, right? That's the element of control, the dichotomy of control. Then we've got internalizing goals. So we need to understand that basically, the Stoics, they found a way to retain their tranquility despite their involvement with the world around them, right? And that's something we see a lot today. How can we kind of be tranquil with all that's happening around the world we see today, right? They internalized their goals. The goal was not to change the world, but to do their best to bring about certain changes even if if the efforts were proved to be ineffectual, or they could nevertheless rest easy, knowing that they had accomplished their goal, that they had done what they could. So it's all about goals and being able to achieve whatever was possible, not without necessarily changing the whole world around them. And then you had fatalism, which was towards past and present, where the Stoics advocated for fatalism towards the past and present. Things basically that are, you can change and act on in the future, and the past has already happened, and other things that can't be changed. You don't have to have complete control of the present in the very moment. Self-denial, so it's an extension of negative visualization, i.e., besides contemplating bad things happening, you should sometimes live as if they had happened. And then Stoic meditation, so regularly assessing your own progress in your practice of Stoicism. So, Marcus Aurelius, the famous Roman emperor, he wrote, meditations in terms of literature, which was known throughout the world in contemporary society in terms of Stoic literature and the idea around Stoicism. So, like I said, people out there, famous influencers like Andrew Tate and otherwise others, talk about Stoicism, and it's one of the elements of masculinity that we previously talked about in a previous video. You can check that out on the videos Modern Man playlist there as well on the channel. So the whole idea of Stoicism is something that you could adopt, or certain elements of it that you could adopt into your lifestyle to help you kind of control how you live and be able to, have that vision and also have those parameters and have a path in terms of being the best man you can be, and getting your masculinity right in terms of performance and achievement and understanding that. Okay, people, please do like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you think. Support the channel by joining the channel. Support us on Patreon. Link in description. Okay, gladiators, let's make some more. Voila. Catch you in the next one.